I'm representing Group 3, and my aunt will be supporting me where I start stammering. So for us, you can increase the font size. So for us, really what we thought is this is just a training course in science communication because the journalists have been trained, the scientists have already been trained. So we didn't want it to be a PhD or a master's in biotechnology because these people, so we just want to give them an overview. So the first question we had now is what is our target audience? So we thought this course can be provided to executives. So if it's executive, we're going to compress it so that it's done in one day. Then if we do this course to technocrats, we're planning to do the course for 3 days, and for practitioners, it was going to be 2 weeks. Then for trainers of trainees, we thought it would be, so it's sort of days supposed to be 1 month. Then we thought again, we should have some form of assessment. So we thought it would be a continuous assessment for each sort of module. We're going to have some sort of assessment, so it's a continuous assessment. Then we also realized that in most of this training, especially this one, there was no sensitivity on people who use, who are deaf and dumb. So we thought when this course is being run, we should have one person or two to take that into consideration. But anyway, coming to the course outline, so we thought we should start with an introduction. So this is to just give a background information on the trainees, on the link between society, media, and sciences. So this is just to create a scene so that when they go deep into the course, at least they know why they are doing this course. So we start with the societal challenges and opportunities. So we have the COVID vaccination development example, where the media was in the forefront in sensitization of COVID. So this actually led to scientists developing a vaccine. And we also need to just give them a brief background on how this can be done by legacy media, which is your mainstream and your digital platform, and the role of science and coming up with solutions. Then after this background information, we thought we first of all need to go into, so that the delegates or the participant can really understand biotechnology. So it will be a module. So the first thing is to define those most difficult concepts in biotechnology. So we're not going to talk about DNA dogma. It will be too much for a training course. So it's just understanding the basic, simple concepts of biotechnology. Then we slowly take them into the different generation of biotechnology, first, second, and third. Then as we are moving towards the fourth revolution, we also needed to give a background on the understanding of gene technology as it relates to the fourth industrial revolution. Then we're also going now to go slowly deeper into the application of the biotechnology. And we thought there should be some sort of practical aspect where people actually go into a sort of a lab and they see how these technologies are actually developed and are actually used. Then, and how to localize that technology from an international perspective to a national perspective or to a district perspective. Then after covering the biotechnology concepts, we move on to the different regulatory frameworks which govern biosafety. So we were going to introduce the participants to an overview of the regulatory framework. Then after that, now we start talking about the different international conventions. Then move into national policies, laws, and regulation. Then as we go down to the institutional level, then we go deeper into ethics and approvals. Then the next module will be on science and communication. So it is important for us to give a perspective again, past, current, emerging trends, and where the world is going. So we'll actually do basic definitions, which is important so that people can really understand. Then we're going to talk about principles of communication. So all this can be expanded into subheadings like what other groups have done. Then we are going to talk about models of communication and the importance of science communication. Then now we move on to the next module, which is understanding communication and public engagement. We will cover different concepts, including audience analysis, mapping, and message framing. Then we're also going to look into the channel of communication. How are you going to take this message out? So we are going to look at how you can do that through stakeholders, mass media channels, social media, and documentaries. We also thought it is also important for scientists or even journalists or the trainees to understand the different editorial policies. Then to understand solution of communication. So this is the different way in which you can do communication. Example, investigating science topics, so how you can go about that. Then science and technology communication. So will cover the writing, the editing, public speaking, etiquette, message mapping, pitching, and framing. But this is not exhaustive. Then we also now move on to development of communication strategy and implementation. So with this, I submit, Chair, and I welcome my group members to just add meat to the bones I have given the audience. Thank you.